My name is Lachi. I have the Plouise Make It Rain palette. We're gonna try it out today and leave a review because the only demographic of people that can truly judge makeup are drag queens. We have 42 beautiful shades here. Let's get started swatching all the shades and then we can do a fun eye look. New camera angle unlocked, clouded view. Holy fucking shit, I just broke the mirror. The warm peachy gold. Peach is the character from Mario. This feels really coarse. Teddy! No. Sorry, the dog was attacking the carpet. Don't love that shade. It didn't feel nice. Rein it in. Pale muted peach. This one is much creamier, but let's see how it feels. Oh, that's pretty. Third shade is Wet and Wild, an icy blue, cool undertone. This first row is all shimmers. Oh, that's pretty. That one doesn't have a strong base. Our fourth one is Whether or Not. Oh, but spelled like weather, like the sky, and it's an icy mint. Should I use my thumb? Is that fine? Midnight Shower, a pale gold. Some colors might be a little wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Stormy Haze. A silver champagne. It looks a little pinky. Are we seeing that? What do we think so far? Poor decisions. The peachy warm beige color. Satiny finish. This feels nice. Can you see it? Skyfall. A light pastel pink. Allegedly a cool undertone. And this one, ooh, the mattes are creamy. Monsoon Magic by Benson Boone, which is like it's actually a blue, not a periwinkle. I need to change that. I'm semi-human, I make semi-mistakes. I've never been more insecure in my hands than right now. Perfect timing, which is a blue pastel color. And we're back to the not great formula. Sometimes things feel bad, but it's a blessing in disguise. Let's see what happens. Drip drop, a pistachio green. If the rain is green, stay inside. That looks pretty. I'm gonna try that on the eyes later. Lucky Showers, which is kind of like allegedly a green, but it's got a little bit of neon to it. That's what my research led to me. I also did find it difficult to find out what colors these were. Plouise didn't have it on their website. How does it look on camera? Oh, it looks good on camera. Let It Pour. Deep burgundy red with a warm undertone. Now this is the first shade that, you know, is really actually changing colors as I swatch it. Can you see it change in the pan? That's interesting. It's really swap. I can't rotate my arm anymore that way. Sorry. Still working on the laws of physics. That's beautiful. Then we have Falling For You. Purpley silver. That's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Mistful, which is like a cornflower blue, which is real. I had to Google that to make sure. If your cornflower is blue, well, it's better than a waffle, I guess. Drizzle Dream, which is like a seafoam shimmer. Oh, that's pretty. The shimmers, some of them have a color base and others don't, and that's okay. We want different finishes. Sometimes things can swatch badly, but it performs great on the eyes, and vice versa. This is more just looking at how pretty all the colors are rather than anything actually, you know, informational. Cloud Crush, gold. From a different angle, it looks more silver. It's very rich. If it's changing colors, then it's a duochrome. That's the definition of that word. Even though some of the shimmers don't feel great to swatch, they perform really well, and that is the main thing. Will I be insecure of my hands after this? Maybe. So make sure you insult them in the comments below. Fourth row, Night Sky Glow, Coral Peachy Pink, Thunderstruck, Dusty Plum, allegedly a cool undertone. Look, I really am going in on these shades. It's my first time, I don't know what I'm doing. Pretty. Then we have Sprinkle of Stars, an icy, very Aurora, Whispering Rain, Colbert Blue, which made me think of the Pokemon Crobat. Oh, that's pretty. Hail to the Queen, Deep Emerald with a cool undertone. I don't normally use a dark shimmer. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. Are you seeing that? That's crazy. That's gorgeous. And the eyeshadow's not bad either. And last but probably least is Rainy Day Romance, an olive grungy sort of color. Heavily undertone. Is this... If this was 2016, this would be referred to as a transition color. And this is not allowed to compete in women's sports anymore. Fifth row is Flood of Feels. A coral with a pinky peach, a bit of a darker pink. Then we have Thundercloud Touch, an icy lavender with a silver reflect. I'm stoked. A slate gray blue with a cool undertone. Rain Away, a deep navy blue shimmer. See, that didn't feel nice in the pan, but it's so pretty on the skin. Storm Chaser, Ocean Blue, like a greeny blue. Strike Spark, metallic-y brown. I don't know if I ever want to use a color like this. This kind of looks like really beautiful reflex of bright colors. It looks very different than in the pan. You can see a little bit of staining, and guess what? The world still is turning. You're gonna be fine. Some will stain. That's how you get beautiful colors. This is only a problem if, like me, you were secretly doing makeup at midnight and it wasn't coming off. So if that's a concern, don't wear makeup. I was gonna put fake tan on for this, but something tells me it would have come off by now. Our second last row, we have Cloudy Chances, which completely changed color after I swatched. Can you see how that completely changed colors? I don't know how I feel about the shades that are doing that, because you buy the palette expecting one thing. It's giving more like pinky porridge purple. That color wave. It's pretty though. I'll have to update my description. So please let me know in the comments below what color that is. Then we have After the Storm, which is a vibrant violet. Violet, you're turning purple. Let's do one more swatch. Then we have Point of View, a gray silver with some reflex, very shimmery. Splash of Sass, a dark plum color. Shower Thoughts, charcoal shimmer with a little bit of silver sparkle. Oh, strong color base. It's giving pinky red sort of. The setup of the palette is very interesting. As we get lower, yes, it is getting darker, as you can see, but the formulas are getting more complex. Stormy Secret, green emerald with colorful flakes. That's beautiful. I feel like we've got like blue and gold, and then it's like this really dark base. That's pretty. Flash of Rain, royal purple. Pretty. Rain Check, a plum, very dark with a cool undertone. Calm Before the Storm. This formula is very different than Stormy Secret. This is a shimmer, but I'm not getting reflex. Overcast Dreams, which is a dark gray, sort of blue. This is ocean in a scary movie. Our last shade is No Pain, No Gain. It is a black, but a green-based black. So it's very, very, very dark green, which makes me think this is also green. I'm gonna check and I'll be back. My sources tell me this is a gray, so I'm gonna change this one. Very keen to play with these shades. I'm looking forward to it, but there is also these sort of colors that you can really change the look up, so it's not just all blues, you know? So I'm gonna go get ready and I'll be back. Alrighty, you can see the swatches. Maybe I should just swatch them like this next time. I'm gonna go shave and get ready, and I'm gonna do all my makeup up into my eyes, and I'll be back and we can play with the peelers together. Let's use a nice brush to begin with and see what happens. We're gonna see the real thing. It opens up like a window in Play School. I feel like we need to do a blue look, even though there's some greens, definitely need blue. I'm gonna start with Monsoon Magic, which is this one right here. And even though that says lilac right there, I know it's blue. I just need to change it. Like a dirty nappy needs to be changed, and it is marked incorrectly. Anyway, I keep watching these TikToks of like skits of like retail workers and the customer, and one was they had not the realtor worker, this is a daycare now, awful segue, where they had to use another person's diaper, another child's diaper, not a human person. That would be strange. And they were like, oh, you know, the baby was allergic to the ones we have on emergency fund and blah blah blah, we'll get one back to you. And the mum lost her marbles, and it's like Diva's marbles. She was also really upset the daycare used her nappies. Are these stories real or just for attention on TikTok? I really don't know. Anyway, packing this color onto my lid. It's very pigmented, going on very well. I'm not seeing a huge amount of fallout, boy. Then with this pastel blue, perfect timing. So now I'm going in with this color right here, which is perfect timing, a pastel blue. And so I'm gonna put that just above what I've done. So there's like a little bit of like a gradient, and it has a little bit of a shimmer in there. I feel like it's the same color, just with a hint of shimmer in there, but that's fine, I guess. I'm gonna try and use multiple colors. You know, I want this palette to be all over my face. I want my money's worth, because who knows if I'm ever gonna use this again. I will. Mom, if you're watching, I will. We're gonna go in with Whispering Rain, which is like a cobalt blue. And I'm taking this fancy brush from AliExpress. Some of these people are using like a Morphe J12 and an Anastasia Beverly Hills Bazinga Boeing 747 to blend out their eyeshadow. And I'm like, at this stage in my life, I'm using a wish, a prayer, and a brush from AliExpress. So I'm really packing that on. Blend that out. These colors are blending well. You know what's interesting? There's no matte blue in these. Is it more blue? Or plum is more purple. Isn't that an interesting observation? But I am gonna take this After the Storm, which is a vibrant violet, and add more colors to my face. Now, I'm not the best with colors, so I have to be careful with what I'm doing. I'm packing that on. With a clean brush, I'm gonna blend it out. I quite like it. Let's continue with the purple theme. Purple Rain, Prince. Tangent aside, I'm gonna go in with Flash of, I thought that said Flesh of Rain. It didn't, don't worry. We're just gonna try and darken up here. We started off with blue and now we've gone to purple. I'm not mad at it. It was a good movie. I just don't like clowns. I also quite like this purple color. And then going in with the really light blue we used and dust that over everything. And with Overcast Dreams, which is this really dark gray blue, it's gonna darken up the outer corner. I feel like we've done the mattes of the look. So I'm gonna go in with Shower Thoughts, which is like a charcoaly shimmer. I can't be bothered using my finger, so I'm gonna outsource it to a machine. So I'm using Shower Thoughts with a brush. Not loving it, so I'm gonna use my finger and see if that's more payoff. But I am gonna go in with what I think will be a really good shade, Stormy Secret, which has heaps of reflex on it, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Let's blend it out a little. For the inner corner, we'll cut the crease, but I'm gonna put down the shimmer first, actually, I think. I'm gonna use Wet n Wild, which is an icy blue. I wanna bring back some blue to this look. Blue is my favorite color. It's one of the only ones I can see, along with Ultraviolet. That looks so beautiful, the way it shimmers every time you scan something at the supermarket. See there, we've got a bit of shimmer. It's quite rough in the pan, so you're also exfoliating as you go along. That's how I feel when glitter gets all over my face. It's free skincare at this point. I'm also going to use Midnight Shower, which is a pale gold. I want to brighten up that look. See, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm going to cut the crease and I'll be right back. I did add a little bit of the Kimchi white eyeliner. I'm going to do the full look and then come back and give you my final thoughts on this palette. Hey divas, this is the final look for the P. Louise Make It Rain palette. What do we think? Eyeshadow, really good. I am looking forward to playing with this again. I might try and use this like 5 times, give a review of all 5 looks, then play with the product properly, get to know it, take it on a few first dates, take it on a few second dates, break up with it, ghost it, and then, you know, 6 months later be like, hey, I miss you. Anyways, I want to try and do something different than every other guru. I'm literally a cross-dressing man in a wig. That's pretty rare. Overall, let's talk about the product. I really like the design of it, opening it like this. It is easier to open than if it was just one side. I do wish this was maybe higher quality product than cardboard. I also do think honest to God, I think a lot of these shades are unique. I'm not seeing a lot of repeat shades, which is rare for a product of this size. I'm liking the 2 mirrors. Can't stand when a product doesn't have a mirror. P. Louise always has really nice packaging. It probably will stain a little bit, but so is my underwear. Overall, is this the best palette in the world? No, but it's pretty hard to be that these days. I am quite happy with the product. You get a big range of colors and even some greens, which is special. If green's your favorite color, you probably wouldn't buy this. I would like a darker blue. According to my research, none of these bottom 2 are deep dark blue. So is a plum a blue? No, a plum's purple, but let me know if I'm wrong and if one of these is a blue. That's critique I have of the palette. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye. If you want to watch another video, they will be somewhere around the screen. Like, comment, and subscribe.